Hey there guys, it is Rob from Movie Review Time, and welcome back to a brand new weekly watch video where every week I'm going to watch movies Monday through Friday and show you what I watched at the end of the week. So, I kind of made it like 2 movies a day. I always try to at least do 1 a day, but I have some extra time now that I got, a baby girl where I try to rock her to sleep and stuff. I have time to watch a lot more movies. So, yeah, there's a lot of movies here that I'm organizing and all that stuff, but what a perfect place to do a video, really. So, I'm going to show you guys what I watched Monday through Friday. Starting with Monday, I watched All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise. This is a good football movie, basically where he is trying to get out of this town, this small town where everyone works at the mill, and he's trying to get a football scholarship so he can get out and become something. Well, his coach is basically blackballing him and, preventing him from getting into a college because of some mishap that happens one night. And it's a very good movie. Tom Cruise is very young in this. Craig T. Nelson is in it. He was on that show Coach, which is weird because he plays a coach in this movie. You got Leah Thompson in the famous nude scene in this movie, if everyone knows what I'm saying about that. Leah Thompson gets naked. Yeah. But it is a very good movie, very good soundtrack. So, All the Right Moves. The other one I watched on Monday is Super Size Me 2 Holy Chicken. Now, this is the sequel to the first Super Size Me with Morgan Spurlock there, about McDonald's, where he eats McDonald's for like 30 days. This one is about exposing the big chicken corporations. He basically does a documentary about how these big chicken corporations screw the farmers over, and so he tries to expose them. It's a very interesting documentary, and if you eat chicken, no matter if it's a chicken sandwich or if you buy chicken from the supermarket, you'll have a kind of a different perspective on that after watching this. This is a very good documentary. Definitely check it out. So Tuesday, I watched Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Now, this is my favorite out of the Indiana Jones movies. Now, this is considered actually a prequel. Everyone thinks that Raiders of the Lost Ark is the first movie, but story-wise, this comes before Raiders of the Lost Ark, even though Lost Ark was the first movie made. But story-wise or chapter-wise, this comes first. This is my favorite, and I know a lot of people agree. I love Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. The other one I watched on Tuesday is my second favorite of the series, and that is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Love this one. Sean Connery's in it as Indy's father, and Indy has to basically save his father as well as try to find the Holy Grail. Very, very fun film. In my opinion, this ended the series. I don't care for Crystal Skull at all, and I know we're getting a 5th Indiana Jones movie. In my opinion, this was the perfect trilogy. I feel like this ended it. They are right off into the sunset, and I feel like that was good closure. So, Wednesday I watched an underrated film, and that is Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines. This is the 3rd movie in the Terminator series, and I like it. I don't care what anybody says. It gets a lot of crap compared to Dark Fate, compared to Genesis, compared to Salvation. I feel like this is the best of the sequels after Terminator 2. That's just my opinion. I mean, you have Arnold in it, who still looks good. He still plays the Terminator great. You have this really cool robot, the TX, which is a woman. I don't know. I feel like this movie is awesome. It's a lot more memorable than those other ones. So, the other one I watched on Wednesday is The Rundown with The Rock. Now, Other than seeing him in The Mummy Returns and like The Scorpion King, this was pretty much the movie that got me hooked onto The Rock being an action star. I love this movie. This movie is so underrated as an action film. It's got Sean William Scott in it. Basically, The Rock is sent to go get this kid and bring him back, and then they run into trouble. Very, very cool film. A lot of great action, and The Rock still looks big there, but this was before he becomes jacked like he is now. But very good movie. Moving on to Thursday, I watched my favorite Nicolas Cage film, and that is National Treasure. National Treasure. I can watch this movie over and over again, and they just did a series. I think it's on Disney Plus. The new National Treasure series, which is retarded. I watched it and I'm like, this is stupid. They mentioned Nicolas Cage in it, but he's not in it. But Riley's in it. Stupid. You can't make a series without Nicolas Cage. I even like the second movie, but this one is my favorite. This is my favorite Nicolas Cage film next to like Face Off and The Rock and all those movies. Excellent soundtrack. The other one I watched is the original Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze. You got Leah Thompson, you got Jennifer Grey in this movie, Harry Dean Stanton, C. Thomas Howell. Great Patrick Swayze film. I love this film. Way better than the remake. It's like Russia, and I think it's like the Russian soldiers and mixed with I think Cubans or something. Like they basically start to take over this town, and Patrick Swayze and a bunch of kids take to the mountains to hide out where they defend themselves and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. Really cool movie. So, ending Friday here, ending it with Starship Troopers. Awesome movie. Very, very gory. I didn't think this movie would be gory when I first saw it, but I really like it. It's from the director of Total Recall and Basic Instinct. But yeah, you got John Rico there, who basically they a bunch of soldiers that kill these bugs, and these bugs are really terrifying, and they're so hard to kill. I don't know, this movie's just fun. I can watch this over and over again. It does have sequels. The sequels are just not, they just don't compare to this one. But I love the first Starship Troopers. Then I ended it with The Rage, Carrie 2. Now, here's the thing. This movie gets a lot of hate, and I mean a lot of hate. Okay? People just bash this movie. I don't get it. I think this is a worthwhile sequel. I feel like this movie is gorier than the Carrie films, any of the Carrie films. I feel like this movie has some good characters. It has what's his name, Jason London, which I'm a big fan of his. It's got Zachary Ty Bryan right there from Home Improvement. But basically, you got Rachel, who is, adopted by this family, but they find out that she's related to Carrie, the original Sissy Spacek, Carrie. And, there's some returning characters from the original, but she has the powers like Carrie. Basically she can move things with her mind and levitate and all that stuff. She can do all that kind of stuff. And, I love it. I love what they do in this movie. For the time, it's kind of like the heartthrobs. It's a 1999 film, so there's teen stuff that you've seen in other movies going on, but it's fine. It's for the time period, it works. So that's what I ended with. So that is my weekly watch, guys. Stay tuned for next weekend. to find out what I watched. I usually do theme stuff, but I just wanted to keep it simple and random. And I have tons of movies to pick from, and more on the other side, and more upstairs, and I just have movies all over the place. So I am never going to run out of movies to watch. I'm always going to have something to watch. So I hope you enjoy these weekly watch videos, and I'm not going to say it, but let's go. No, I'm not going to say it. All right. I'll see you guys next time.